That's literally the door. But actually, it's not bad for introvert time. So every year I plan a dedicated annual solo trip. It's usually in a city that has like good design, creatively will inspire me, and it should be a place where I don't have to go for work. You know, I don't have to teach anything. And this year I'm finally giving myself permission to explore Stockholm. So I've been wanting to go back since I first went here in 2015. It was winter, nothing much, but I just really loved the energy of the city. I wanted to go last year, but I was busy moving apartments. So during the flight, I just want to nerd out a bit. I watched a documentary about Edith Heath, who was the pioneer of Heath ceramics. I will link it down below. I really enjoyed it. Mostly when I'm out and about, I'm really like paying attention to a lot of things. So let's head out and look at more things.
So, isa lang yung, hindi mo kailangan ng marami from this bakery.
Nästa, Nordiska museet, Vasamuseet och Junibacken.
I really appreciate that there's like so much outdoor spaces here, and I just sit here and like it's evenly distributed amongst people, so I guess it's introvert friendly. It's really good. It's 4 p.m. and I'm back in my hotel. I'm tired! According to my watch, I walked 14,000 steps and I've been out since, I would say, 7:30 in the morning. So this morning I met up with my good friend Ken and she influenced me. I picked up this cap from Stora. It's a really nice bakery. I will go back tomorrow. I found out that this shop, Paper Cut, they sell books and magazines, but they sell a lot of magazines that I don't find a lot in Europe. So in English, which was a pleasant surprise for me. So at the start of my creative career, I was reading a lot of Flow magazine. This is a Dutch magazine, so I bought a copy. Also found Uppercase. It's a Canadian magazine. These are both like creative life centric. Otherwise, I'm pretty good with like, I looked at a lot of shops, bookshops and stuff, but times like these make me happy that I have a suitcase to store these, and these will be in time for my reading, and maybe I'll read actually before heading out. Because for this trip I brought my mirrorless camera. I feel like I don't capture that much video here because with my camera I'm using a lot of I'm capturing a lot of stills, mostly typography inspiration. I managed to see, like, I would stop that random tourist who just stops to look at signs, because that is basically the thing that I've been doing since I was in my 20s, and I just really enjoyed the variety of typography here and design and logo types. Really, really fascinating. I think I hit 3 neighborhoods today, so yeah, I'm gonna chill a bit and maybe snack a bit. I spilled my coffee immediately as I got to my table. It's like halfway done, and it's because this is magnet and the table was magnet, so it's too early. It's too early. I have not had breakfast. Anyway, I got the cardamom bun to go, so I decided to get a Danish breakfast because you can't go wrong with a Danish breakfast. And obviously, before eating, I had to draw it. It's my interpretation of my Danish breakfast. I feel like the Scandinavian folks know how to make a really good like sandwich, so we're gonna try that. Also wearing a windbreaker today because it's supposed to rain later today, so I'm scheduling my my itinerary around the weather too. And the plan is I'll go around some stations in the morning and then have some lunch somewhere. I'm eyeing a Filipino place, and then another round of subways. I think I totaled to like 6, and then after that I will I'll go back here to get some shopping done. And I wanted to check out the Fiel Raven flagship store. It's somewhere around here, and it's not yet open. So also I thought about like if I did shop, I have a bag, but like I'd carry it around, so gotta be practical. That's good. Whipped butter. Feel like there's some kind of vanilla in the jam. It started raining and I'm just super tired. And this coffee shop that I went to doesn't have like seating. Luckily, there's a really nice park. I love sitting in the park. Unfortunately, it's raining today, but it's not like downpour levels. It's 4 p.m. We are at Humlegården. Let me see how to pronounce it again. Humlegården. I went to the Marimekko flagship store for the first time ever in my life. Marimekko is not a Swedish brand, it's a Finnish brand from Finland, Scandinavia. This is Scandinavia. Really love Marimekko. I think they're really amazing. Not in my budget to get clothes, but I did get like socks and a hair clip. Maybe this is the afternoon fika time. So I went to Stora this morning and then I got a cardamom bun to go. I actually bit on it already. It's really good. I'll remove it. And then I went to a Filipino place for lunch, and then nearby there was this bakery called Lilibros. And I've heard they have really good pastries, but they ran out of cardamom buns. So I ended up getting other goodies as well. So I have 2 pastries here. If I don't finish it, I'm gonna have it for breakfast tomorrow morning. I was thinking I would get like 7-Eleven coffee, bring it back to the hotel, have a little morning fika. I think that's the vibe. This is the cardamom bun from Stora. It's really good. Really chewy. Buttery. Sticky. Very sticky. It's like a cinnamon roll. But I think they said it was croissant dough. So it has a more laminated texture. I actually liked it. I found it really I think the texture was really interesting. I also don't know which one is the front. Like this one? I guess this one. This is the bottom part. It's like can taste the butter taste is very high quality, and you can compare it to like usual cinnamon roll. You taste more of the cinnamon. This is like a good combination of sugar, cinnamon, and butter. I'm no like pastry connoisseur. I love pastries, and I think the most like this is my philosophy also with coffee. Like, I will know if it tastes good or not. But yeah, this one actually tastes really good. This is from Pascal. Also, fun fact, Oatly is a Swedish brand. I just found out the other day. Oatly, Wasa, Arla. These are a lot of brands that I consume regularly and I get from the grocery. So I think it was cool to know these fun facts. And then earlier today at the stations, I was researching like the origins of how the whole idea of designing and painting the train stations was orchestrated by the government and the SL, which is like the transportation company. Also this morning, I went past the central station. Outside the central station is like, I think for commuter rails, like longer journeys within Sweden. Not public transport, because public transport's within Stockholm, right? So outside the central station, there's like a statue of Nils Eriksson. I found out he was a Swedish engineer. I think this trip allowed me to really like do a lot of research and get to know people who have shaped the city, which I think is like something I rarely do. So I really enjoyed that aspect of this trip. I bought this umbrella today because I knew it would rain. And I actually don't have an umbrella in Berlin. Shame. And this was like super pocket size, so thank God for umbrellas. I did some grocery shopping, which is great because I don't have to go to the one here. There's like an ICA one here. And I wanted to explore another grocery store. And actually, I think the Coop ones have great packaging. Like, they had this really funny oat milk, and the brand is from Coop. And it says, haha. And I'm like, dude, what's so funny? But the illustrations are very mid-century and very flat art, so I really appreciated that. I took a lot of photos. And then I finally tried the pick and mix corner. It's like the candy picking buffet situation. I was always like nervous because I'm like, what am I supposed to eat? But then pretty much like if you look at the candy, you can kind of know what it is, like flavor, and then there's also the brand on the side, which I appreciated. So this is my little bag from Coop, and then you had to weigh it. So I figured I'm gonna watch a movie tonight and try some. Walking home, I was telling myself, like, you know, I never really went to art school, but I've always been fascinated with like art, design, everyday things. Actually, I ended up buying more everyday objects than clothes. And I think that says a lot about my personality and how I like to pay attention to these things that surround me. Even picking out the Coop paper bag, there were two paper bags. There was this pink one, there was a green one, and I think there was like a blue and pink stripe one, which was bigger. But I was like, I really like this pink one. I don't know, sometimes some random personal preferences really make a lot of difference. But yeah, I may not have gone to art school, but I realized like traveling really has become my classroom, and I feel incredibly grateful that, you know, every time I book trips past Abbey is always like, oh my god, it's, you know, there's a lot of things, it's really tiring. But then I realized like these are the things that really inspire me to create, like experiencing a new city, getting to know the different facets of a city through public transport, through design. I don't know, how the street sign looks like, how things feel. It's really something I can't explain, but I think I've become a sponge to these things as someone who travels constantly, and I just really advocate for it. So yeah, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I actually have to pack. So tomorrow the plan is I'm gonna meet Ken, I think after we check out. So her flight is around the same time as mine, which is great. So I get to spend time with her. It's gonna be rainy though, so we don't know what we're doing. And then I actually didn't end up going to any stations anymore in the afternoon, which, to be honest, I think it was fine. I ended it at T Centralen, which is like the central station, which I think was a good way to end it because it's the central station. The only downside is I couldn't really film that much there because everyone was like super fast, and I didn't want to be that annoying tourist to like take photos everywhere. Currently at the airport, and I found a store, a convenience store. So we're gonna go there.